In this video, I'm going to share with you interesting facts about tuberculosis. Number 1. Tuberculosis is caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium tuberculosis. 2. It primarily affects the lungs, but can also affect other parts of the body. 3. Tuberculosis is spread through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. 4. It was once known as consumption because of the weight loss and progressive wasting it causes. 5. Tuberculosis is one of the top 10 causes of death worldwide. 6. In 2020, it caused 1.4 million deaths globally. 7. Tuberculosis is most common in low and middle-income countries. 8. It is a leading cause of death for people with HIV. 9. The tuberculosis bacterium can lie dormant in the body for years, reactivating later in life. 10. Tuberculosis was first identified as a distinct disease by Robert Koch in 1882. 11. The ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans all described symptoms similar to tuberculosis. 12. Tuberculosis was once thought to be caused by bad air, leading to its nickname, Captain of All These Men of Death. 13. In the 19th century, tuberculosis was one of the most feared diseases in Europe and North America. 14. Tuberculosis was the leading cause of death in the United States in the 1800s. 15. Tuberculosis became treatable with the discovery of antibiotics in the 1940s and 1950s. 16. The tuberculosis vaccine called Bacillus calmette-guerin was developed in the 1920s. 17. Tuberculosis bacteria can develop resistance to antibiotics, leading to drug restraint strains. 18. Multi-drug restraint tuberculosis is difficult and expensive to treat. 19. Extensively drug-resistant tuberculosis is a rare but severe form of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. 20. People with tuberculosis can spread the disease even if they do not have symptoms. 21. Tuberculosis is more likely to occur in people with weakened immune systems. 22. The symptoms of tuberculosis include a persistent cough, chest pain, fatigue, weight loss, and fever. 23. Tuberculosis can be diagnosed using a skin test, a blood test, or a sputum test. 24. Tuberculosis is usually treated with a combination of antibiotics for several months. 25. Tuberculosis can be prevented through early diagnosis and treatment and by avoiding close contact with infected people. 26. In some countries, tuberculosis is a leading cause of death among women of reproductive age. 27. Tuberculosis is a leading cause of death for children under the age of 5. 28. People who smoke are at an increased risk for tuberculosis. 29. People with diabetes are at an increased risk for tuberculosis. 30. Nutrition plays a role in the risk of developing tuberculosis and the body's ability to fight it. 31. Tuberculosis disproportionately affects marginalized and vulnerable populations such as homeless people and prisoners. 32. Tuberculosis is one of the oldest diseases known to humankind, with evidence of the disease dating back to the prehistoric times. 33. The World Health Organization declared tuberculosis a global emergency in 1993. 34. In 2018, the World Health Assembly adopted the first ever UN political declaration on tuberculosis, calling for an accelerated action to end the tuberculosis epidemic. 35. Increased funding is needed to improve tuberculosis diagnosis, treatment, and prevention efforts. 36. The development of new tuberculosis vaccines and drugs is an active area of research. 37. In some countries, traditional healers play a significant role in tuberculosis care and should be included in tuberculosis control efforts. 38. Tuberculosis disproportionately affects indigenous people in many countries. 39. Many people with tuberculosis face stigma and discrimination. If you'd like to watch vlogs about a variety of health conditions, you should download the Lifey app. Lifey is 100% free and has tens of thousands of vlogs that you can't find anywhere else. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.